What's up, YouTube? Hefe coming to you, Captain Awesome's Fishroom, Jeff from Provide, bringing y'all a update. Now, of course, we haven't done a Fishroom update all week. A few other things going on. I think I brought y'all one video so far. Really exciting stuff, though. I have some neat stuff that I want to show you, and stuff, and actually a tip for you. So take a look at this awesome stuff and we'll be right back. Go to Aquatic Support Systems on Facebook and hit that like button. Alright, first we're going to start down here with Caesar, my Amphilophus hoga boomeroom. Let me see if I can get him out by kind of teasing him a little bit. Let's see here. Well, I know he'll come out for some veggie krill by Southern Delight. Is he really gonna punk me on video like that? Here, let's give him a little bit more kind of over there, so he doesn't feel so scared. But he's looking really good lately, guys. There he goes. Here he comes. He sees my hand and wants to attack it. That's what it is. Well, maybe not. But, you can see his patterning is just, I mean, it's out of this world. It's phenomenal looking. Throw a little more in there. See if I can get him out if I back up a little bit. But I want y'all to see the reds inside of this guy's throat. You can see that his head, his nuchal hump, is getting much more pronounced. But here we go, here we go. But you can see those reds down inside of his gill plates there. And, you know, he's just as spunky as ever. Getting a bigger and bigger attitude. I really need to get this guy inside of a bigger tank. I mean, this tank would do him well for, you know, I mean, it'll do them well for a while, but, you know, I like to keep my fish in tanks where they're just completely comfortable. Here we go. Let's see if we can get a good shot of them. But, yeah, I mean, he's doing good. I added 2 sponge filters in there because, as you can see, I took that 10-gallon out of here. I have a new project that I'm working on. That involves some 10-gallon tanks, and you can actually see inside of these tanks. Here, let me block the light here. You can see inside these tanks a little better. I got all the water stains off of it. But all that's in here are the rhino Plecos. You can see them. We'll throw some food in there and see if we can get some of them out and come into play. Also in here is my Delhaize bitcher, and he actually found a hole inside of the wood that you can see right there. He might pop out, but we never know. But I have 4 rhino Plecos in there. You can kind of see, well, no you can't. Kind of see one right there. I didn't get the water spot so good right there, but that's going to take a razor blade. Red-tailed giant gourami is doing fantastic. All those fish are doing great. And then we'll come up here, Passionis. You can see him right there. He's doing really good. Those rhino Plecos will come out and start eating here in a minute. But we'll go up to Odin. He's doing really well. You know, getting kind of spunky, as you can see. You know, just looking really good. I really enjoy this fish. Try to cover up that light a little bit, but he's definitely getting bigger and bigger. I feed him Southern Delight Power Feed. His little jaguar friend, you can see him right there. He's getting bigger too. And the 2 common Plecos that I keep in there are doing well. Inside this tank, we're going to skip over this tank. We're going to save what's going on in there for a later video. So, unfortunately, we're going to just show you a quick glimpse of it and then move on. There's Big Rig. Beware of attack fish. He's doing really well. He's also eating power feed by Southern Delight. He's doing really good. Still ornery as ever. You know, just has a huge attitude. Micro Machine. He's doing well. We'll come over here. We'll check out my beautiful gorillus blue umbee. His profile, his stature, his nuchal hump, and everything are just gorgeous on this fish. We have a new dominant leader in the tank. There's that guy right there. You can finally see him. We got some light coming in here. He might actually try to attack the phone. I've been working with him. As far as whether he's female or male yet, I couldn't tell you. But there's another big one in here too. This tank is definitely too small for these fish. I mean, some people may say, well, it's a grow out, it's not too small, they got room to swim, but they're an aggressive species, guys, and the tank is kind of small for them, so is what it is. But we'll definitely be working on that. Now we'll come over here to the sump. Added some rocks down there that could grow some algae. The Plecos down here are eating the Southern Delight veggie krill as well. I throw a couple pellets in there for them, and you know, they're doing well. They eat them all up. And I have a few new additions inside of this tank. Whether or not I'll be able to show you them is remaining to be seen. But as you can see, I've been dealing with some algae in here, and how it came about is I lowered the light. I lowered the light to where it was only maybe 5 to 6 inches from the rim of the top of the tank, and the light was just too intense. I couldn't even put enough CO2 in there to reach 25 to 30 ppm. You can see that the DIY drop checker fluid, the 4DKH solution, is working fantastic. One of the tips or tricks that I'm using to kind of combat the algae, I mean, it's already starting to brown and die off and float and get stuck inside that little grate there that I have, because the fish in here are so small I don't want them to get sucked down the standpipe. But it's starting to die off, and what I do is I take hydrogen peroxide, which is H2O2, 2 hydrogen atoms and 2 oxygen atoms. Hydrogen peroxide, guys, H2O2. I get it inside of a syringe and I spot treat, and as you can see, if I can get it to focus right there, you can see those little bubbles inside the algae, and you can see how it's turning like a really kind of deadish gray brown color. And what it's going to do is it's going to help kill it off faster and kind of get it out of there. And the CO2 levels are actually starting to reach the levels where they should be. There's one of those Phoenix rasboras right there. If I can get it to stand still long enough so you can see some of its colors. They're beautiful fish. Also, I have 4 dwarf puffers in there, and I got a lot of questions about dwarf puffers in a community setting like this. You know, if you have slower moving fish, say like bettas or you know, just other slow moving fish, then yeah, guys, you may have a problem keeping dwarf puffers, but they're not outwardly aggressive like, say, a fahaka puffer or other types of puffers. Like you can see one of them right there, one of the dwarf puffers. I'm actually going to start a breeding project with these. I'm going to get a few more, and I'm going to set up a few tanks and try to spawn them, guys. I've been reading a lot of how to do it, and I think that I can accomplish it. So stay on the lookout for that. So the planted tank is doing excellent, minus the dummy move I made of dropping the light. too close to the tank to make the light too intense to where I couldn't even keep up the nutrient or the CO2 inside of the system to even compare to the light, guys. It's all about balance, like I said inside my last video. So that's an update on that tank. I have a few new species in here, not fish per se, but I actually have 3 new snails. I'm going to see if I can catch one for you, but I'm going to tell you what they are while I'm trying to find one for you. I got 2 tiger nerite snails and 1 zebra nerite snail. And that's to help, you know, kind of eat the algae off the glass and stuff like that. Apparently I'm just not going to find one. Yeah, there's one up behind that HC mat right there, but I doubt I'm going to be able to get you a shot of him. You can barely see his shell right there. But I also have a olive nerite right up there. But they're around doing their job. And I also have a really cool shrimp in this tank now. Now some people may know this shrimp as a vampire shrimp or a viper shrimp. Now, they are a larger species of shrimp, and you know, you might be thinking, why would you put a larger species of shrimp when you're keeping little bitty tiny nanofish like Phoenix rasboras in there, Jeff? Well, these are actually filter feeding shrimp. So in place of their claws, they actually have fans to where they would sit inside of the current, like on top of that rock there, hold open what would be a claw, but it's actually a bunch of filamentous particles or strings that's kind of, it looks like a fan. They hold it up, water blows through it, and they catch particulate matter with it and eat that way. They get about 5 to 6 inches, and they are completely peaceful shrimp, so they're not going to try to eat any of my fish. I also have some new fish on the way. Not new fish, but I have some new inhabitants on the way. So stay tuned for that. With that said, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed today's video update. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what y'all are thinking. Make sure you go check out Aquatic Support Systems on Facebook, guys. A lot of big things coming this year, and you definitely want to be a part of it. You don't want to miss out. So go like the page. Go subscribe to all the members of Team Aquatic Support. Their links will be in the description to their YouTube channels. With that said, guys, this is what I'm doing. This is what I've done. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. Happy fish keeping, and stay true to the hobby. We'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.